Like, I just want to say this about the Clare Cork game. A lot of people are kind of jumping on it. I've seen it online. A lot of people are saying, oh, Cork aren't all that, da, da, da. They still went away to the All-Ireland champions and drew and probably should have
Yeah.
won. Like, don't get me wrong, they weren't that great in the second half. Clare took control. But Clare are the All-Ireland champions. Cork had a man sent off, and Cork still managed to get a draw out of it when they were trailing with seconds left. Like, they're not all of a sudden a bad wash team overnight. Like, I think people probably went a little bit too far saying that the All-Ireland's already won, but people are definitely going too far right now saying that they're not all that. They are still one of the best teams in the country. They are still one of the front runners for the All-Ireland, without doubt. It was such a game of two halves. Cork were so dominant in the first half. That's the other thing. They showed how good they could be. Brian Hayes' 2 goals had them in such a dominant position at halftime, but Clare showed incredible fight back. Reminded us all why they're the All-Ireland champions. David Reedy's goal was brilliant. Peter Duggan's goal was absolutely amazing. Tony Kelly's equaliser was sensational. And they probably would be kicking themselves that they didn't finish it out when they were a point ahead going down the home stretch. If somebody is to be happier with the draw, who would you say it is?
I would say Clare, just given the fact that they were 11 points down, like at half time. Cork were, and you just felt like it was going to continue. And honestly, I was nearly thinking Cork could win this by 15, 16, maybe even 20 plus the way the game was going. You knew there was going to be a fight back from Clare and everything else. And look, obviously the red card, having that extra man made a difference. But I think Clare will be happier of the two. I still think they'd be disappointed they didn't, see out that final puck out and win the game. But ultimately, as I said, like at half time, they absolutely would have took a draw. And as well as that, it takes that extra, it gives them a point, but it takes a point away from Cork as well. And as we've saw with the Munster Championship down the years, you don't know how important that draw could be. That could be the difference between third or fourth. It could be the difference, between third or second. So, and given the fact that Limerick and Tip was a draw as well, like it means they're all still on the same, they're all still on a point. So no one's really lost any ground. So, whereas if Clare had have lost, they would have been sitting bottom 2 points, adrift of Cork, and having to go to the Gaelic grounds as well. The pressure would have been on. So, I think Clare will be the happier of the two.
Let's be honest, the real winner this weekend was Waterford. Nobody gets out in front of the Munster Championship. They're all on the same level. Waterford had the week off, and now if Waterford manage to get a win next week, they're ahead of at least 3 of the teams, which is crazy.